Hello students, we are on the next lesson, that's a poem, The North Ship, written by Philip Larkin. The North Ship, written by Philip Larkin. About the author, Philip Larkin was an English poet, music critic and novelist who is still very popular and respected. His poems are highly structured, yet written in plain, straightforward language. So who is the author of the poem, The North Ship? Philip Larkin. He was an English poet as well as a novelist, and also he is a very well-known writer and a very respected poet. His poems are highly structured, yet in a plain and straight language. So very easily he has written, and the language was very simple, so the common man should understand it. This poem is a bit like by the beginning of a story. It contains strong images, but it also raises questions in the reader's mind. So it is giving so many questions which are unanswered. Okay, so when you read this poem, you can understand what are those. So before we begin the poem, let us also know about some of the words which are difficult in the poem. The first one is captivity. The meaning of captivity is imprisonment. Fire spilling star. That means this is possibly a poetic description of a comet. Anchor. A-N-C-H-O-R. The meaning is a heavy object attached to a chain and used to hold a ship in a place by mooring it to the bottom of the sea. Fourth, the meaning of fourth is out and away from a straight point onwards in time. Frostily, the meaning of frostily is coldly and icily in an unfriendly way. Possessed, meaning of possessed is completely controlled by an evil spirit. Okay, here it says about not the evil spirit, it is possessed by the wind. Quaking, meaning is trembling or shaking, often with a fear. Rigid, fitted or equipped with sails or ropes, etc. Unfruitful. The meaning of unfruitful is not producing good or helpful result. Okay, these are the difficult words. You will be writing it in the copy and learning the word meanings. Okay. Now we shall move to the poem, The North Ship. I saw 3 ships go sailing by over the sea, the lifting sea, and the wind rose in the morning sky, and one was rigid over a long journey. The first ship turned towards the west, over the sea, the running sea, and by the wind was all possessed, and carried to a rich country. The second ship turned towards the east, over the sea, the quaking sea, and the wind hunted it like a beast, to anger in captivity. The third ship drove towards the north, over the sea, the darkening sea, but no breath of wind came forth, and the decks shone frostily. The northern sky rose high and black over the proud, unfruitful sea. East and west the ships came back, happily or unhappily. But the third went wide and far into the unforgiving sea, under a fire-spilling star, and it was rigid for a long journey by Philip Larkin. This is the full poem. Okay. And here the North Ship, the poem, is all about the journey of life. So the North poem is comparing the life journey. Okay. So life is a continuous journey facing or battling all the obstacles which comes in our life. So we have read the book and all. Life is a journey. Okay, it's a life is the journey we play a different role in the life. Okay, so sometimes we have to go through tough and difficult times, the struggles, obstacles. So it comes in the different times in our life. So we have to face the life as it comes. And the writer here it mentions that through our life journey, our goal towards our unknown or unseen journey. So we don't know what happens in our life journey. Okay. So in future we don't know what will happen to us. So it's the North Ship, the particular poem is comparing our life. Okay. Life is a journey. It goes through difficult, it is continuously facing or battling all the obstacles and difficulties in life. And we don't know what will happen waiting in the future. Okay. In the poem we see the journey of 3 ships. It goes into different destination. We find it in the poem. The 3 ships, it moves through the ship. It finds different destination, goes into different 3 ships, moves into different destinations. While the first and the second ships return safely. The first and second ship, when you read the poem, we see that it returns safely, whereas the third one goes into calamity. We don't know where it goes. So the third one, where it goes, we don't know exactly where it moves, and it doesn't come back into, it goes into calamity, the writer says. So, okay, so now we will move into the stanza base. The first stanza containing 4 lines in it. I saw 3 ships go sailing by. Who is writing? I means here the writer. So the writer says, I saw one day the 3 ships go on sailing over the sea, the lifting the sea, over the sea it moves. 3 ships goes on, the writer says. The wind rose in the morning sky, and one was rigid for a long journey. What's the meaning of rigid? Rigid means fitted or equipped with the rigging. Means all the equipments, all the ropes, sails, all that equipped. They are ready. Go for the sail. Okay. And in the North Ship, we know that it was a 6 stanzas consisting of 4 lines. And in the first stanza of the poem, the writer tells us that, but he is telling, the poet tells us that he saw 3 ships. 3 ships go for sailing. One of the ships went for a long journey, and he says the wind rose in the morning sky. That is what the writer is saying in the first 4 lines. And one was rigid for a long journey. The second stanza, the first ship turned towards the west, over the sea, the running sea, and by the wind was all possessed and carried to a rich country. Okay. Here possessed means completely controlled by an evil spirit. Means here the wind. The wind was possessed by the ship. Okay, so the wind was controlled by the ship. And here in the second stanza, the poet tells us that the first ship turned towards the west. It is written here, the first turned towards the west. So the first ship, where it went? It went towards the west. Okay, turned towards the west. The west having and favoring the wind with it. The wind was very favorable that time, and wind possessed the ship and took it away. Okay, according to the poet, the nature is still beautiful and pretty to see. The wind carried it to a rich country. Where it carried the first ship went to the west side, and the wind was carried and possessed it to a rich country. Okay, beside the lake. Okay, so it carried where it is carried. It is carried to the west, and over the sea, running the sea, and by the wind was possessed the ship, and carried to a rich country. Okay, the second stanza, the writer is telling that the ship turned towards the west, over the sea, running the sea. The weather was very favorable and also very beautiful. Nature looks very beautiful. The writer is, the poet is written here. And the wind was all possessed by the sea and carried to a rich country. Okay, students, today we shall learn these 8 lines of the poem, and also you have to by heart the 8 lines of the poem and write down the word meanings in your copy and learn these 8 lines of the poem, learn the word meanings also. Thank you, students, for listening.